Imagine yourself 50 years from now.
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul, I'll be there. Never leaving you in the darkness, even when you're out of focus. I will be the light in your life, you'll see it clear. I'll be your inspiration, 'cause I know that you'll do just what you're told. I'll be your hard-earned temptation, 'cause I know that you'll make it on your own.
lights just don't feel the same. Oh, like my life inside a car. Hit the button, drive real far. But that record on me die. I'm dreaming of you, I dream of a new night. Fight in the dark till we see the sunlight. My love, it's you and I. Close, close and cool like this fire. So reach for the stars, 'cause we're aiming high. You can't wait to see me now, 'cause lately you've been feeling down. You lay awake alone at night. Oh, like your life inside a car. Forget the world and drive real far. Put that record on again.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phoenix League. Today's game is going to be MNK versus NoLimit eSports. We are going to start in a couple of seconds here as I'm just setting up some things and we'll get onto the match. Okay, here we go, and yep. Good luck, guys. Today I'm going to be joined by MLG, who is co-casting with me here. Not going to be doing as much, but he's going to ask me some questions now and then, so
Hello there.
we're going to go into the banning phase here. It's a very quick ban here from the orange team. And I forgot to put the names on the top, but okay, doesn't matter. So that's NoLimit. Alright, so NoLimit goes for Montagnier ban. Thatcher has been taken up there by MNK. And on border especially, they might take out Mirik, yep. So that's a very common ban right there, but they don't really think about it because that ban was going to be taken most likely anyway by the other team too, so very common pick there on border, and any other map to be honest, if it's really more useful. But in my opinion, Mira's not really that strong anymore as she used to be. Anyone knows how to counter her, and they just get used against you most of the time. So the last ban here by NoLimit is Cade, so but it's still in the character pool here, but Cade is going to be taken out early. And I didn't need to say early, but okay. Alright, so very fast picks here, as everyone knows what operators are going to be choosing here. Very aggressive lineup from both sides. They do have two info operators here, Echo and Valkyrie, which Legion also is an info operator, but not as much as them. 6 pick from Zofia into Jackal here, so
Do you think they're going quite aggressive with anti-roam as they've got a Jackal and a Nomad to hold behind, or what's your guess?
they are playing pretty aggressive here, as they do bring
Your mic is bugging out at the moment, Great Horse. Well, as you can see, everyone's placing the reinforcements at the moment. And Band's placing his batteries down. Jig is placing ADSs and Echo's setting up at the moment. As you can see, most probably someone's going to hold half wall, as they usually do. Valk is at White Office, peeking the windows. She just threw her cam outside into big vents. And now Jake is roaming up in dining or in break area. As you can see, it's in the corner behind fridge, droning at the moment, or just holding camps and whatnot. There's 2 drones that have gone into CCTV and break room, so Jake is in quite a cramped spot with Thermite and Jackal outside. Nomad and Sledge are pushing towards double wall. Nomad's pushed back and Sledge is still continuing on to CCTV window, opened it up and is peeking in through a door in CCTV. Now it looks like there's going to be quite an aggressive peek on Jaeger, but Jaeger peeks back and gets him. Jaeger peeks into CCTV and takes 2. Still 1 more on the window. Can he get him? Thermite's peeking aggressively towards double wall. Jaeger takes another one. That's 3 down for Jaeger. Only 2 left to go. He's still in CCTV, or in break room now, holding break room door. While Thermite peeking the window at the moment in CCTV. RQ's taking out the gadgets from underneath, and she's the last one after Legion takes out Thermite. RQ is still downstairs in ventilation, peeking up. And looks like she's targeting Echo.
So it seems like MNK have been taken out very quickly there by Frizu inside the CC and break room. So that was pretty kind of not really a professional point of view there, as they do get taken out very quickly. No communication probably not going on there, but Dingy does take out Lucky there, so that was a nice frag there. He's going to try bringing it back here. It's still a 1v4. Everyone's pretty much low HP here except for Retro here, so let's see what Dingy can do in this situation, as he is the last one alive on his team. He's going for a quick pre-fire here on both the angles there in main lobby. Does see someone on the hatch, but Jaeger does take him out there inside of customs.
That's a 4k for Jaeger this round. It's a static play. Aggressive peaks and showed out that his aim was on point, at least this round.
So on previous matches, we did see Frizu always being the most aggressive on his team there. He's going to pick up those frags as much as he can. Did tell me previously before the match started that he is going to be doing as much as he can and try as best as he can for his team here to win the match for their first Phoenix League game here. So we move on to the second round here, as they do bring the same lineup, but they do switch out the Valkyrie and whoever they did bring before. They brought a Castle and Smoke now. So they're keeping that Echo there just because he did give the info away inside of CC to Frizu.
Sledge has also been switched out by Ash.
Did he?
Yeah, for the attacking team. There was a Sledge, but now it's out for Ash. Maybe they're trying to do something more aggressive, especially since Ash is 3 speed and sometimes considered 4.
They are going to be playing inside of ventilation, which is a common pick just after the top floor here. Could be doing a bit of the custom work here, but they're going to move straight onto ventilation, which also is a very powerful objective if you can be able to hold it. They are going to most likely play that Castle and Smoke on top floor, and probably the Echo downstairs inside of vents. So pretty common castles here for the bottom floor, as he does take out that main lobby door. That is not really a needed one right there. He could just put it on the other side where it just stopped the angle being held onto the what's it called, server room, whatever you want to call it. Yep, common rotational there too, into the bathroom.
So what do you think the game plan is for now, as Jackal is pushing up to CCTV and Ash is outside in balcony holding, while Nomad's pushing off his window? What do you think they will do from here?
Well, it seems like they're just going to be... They do know that it's being held from the top floor here, which any team would be doing most likely in Armory. So they are going to be trying to push CC, which is a stronger place, even in any objective in general. Yeah, they're just going to clear out, to be honest, the rotation. If anyone is playing top floor, which they've cancelled out now. So Pans does take out Frizu early. That is a top fragger of NoLimit. That is unfortunate for them right there. The Jackal does possibly track him there and just get the frag onto him. So I'm going to push...
Thermite's opened up double wall at the moment. He's peeking in. And Smoke is holding. 1 in 90 at the moment. It's Jackal peeking in. Thermite peeking into half wall. Pre-firing, not hitting Smoke. Nomad pushing in, got a kill. Thermite's pushed in through double wall and peeking in. They're cramped in small office, and now they're pushing down. They've got hatches. so it seems like quite an aggressive play, and it's going to work out. There's 5v3.
As this dig is being put on 5 HP here. 1 second.
Gets taken out on the floor by Ash. Ash pushes down through hatch. Seems like they're pushing from main doors and not from the backside through tellers or bathroom. Nova's got one. There's one last. It's Castle.
Seems like they're losing their hope here as they do get a bit over aggressive. They do think that they've won that round, the last round, very easily there, but Ultimate does pick off Emos there. That is a revenge. But still 4 people left alive, and the diffuser has gone down. So it's all up to Ultimate here inside of the workshop. He's going to have to do something new with all the comms he can possibly get with any Echo drones that are still alive. Just get shot from the door here. Jackal does push in and take him out. Very quick round there for MNK as they did pick up that last round onto this one here. So it's 1-1 on the score here. Nice reaction time there by Pans. Just take him out very quickly. It seems like once they lost their top fragger, which was Freezu inside of long hallway on top, it seems like they started to fall there and they had no hope. But MNK
The
there
vertical
wins the
play
comeback.
also played quite a big role. Say the least. They got top floor, and from there they worked their way down through hatches. Ash got one on mainstays, and from there pushed into the hatch in small office by inspections, and from there they just pushed main door everyone.
But yeah, those castles were not placed in the right spot, most of them. I think the main lobby one's perfectly fine. In my opinion, what you would do is put a castle on the main lobby door and in Teller's door, and then you'd reinforce those 2 walls or 3 walls, whatever is in between them. And then you barricade the bathroom one just normally, and then just put a hole there, and then you go on the armory door and put the castle there and just barricade on the other side.
Yeah, that's
But
probably a
yeah,
better idea.
yeah, so that's one of the reasons they lost top floor very quickly. There, it was just a normal barricade, I'm pretty sure, so it just got taken out very quickly, which got them pretty screwed up there on the top floor. Not a very good defense there, seen as previous to the first round. They did take it out very quickly. One player did get taken out, which was Freezu, so they moved around pretty good. So it seems like the whole team's based off one player. So let's just hope they can improve that in the next rounds here and show that it's not just about one player.
Yeah, this is a team-based game after all, so they have to work together to win the rounds. And it seemed like when Fraser fell, the round just collapsed on itself. And so did the team. Seems like they're playing quite aggressive defensive. So instead of casting up, like you said, and playing as defensive as they could, just holding out angles and whatnot, Fraser went for the peak and got taken out in east stairs. But now it seems like they're playing a bit more defensive, but Bandit is roaming, it seems like. Or, yeah. And Smoke's holding in small office. It seems like they're going quite aggressive on peaks, especially Smoke at the moment, peeking doors and exposing himself to 2-3 angles at the same time. It seems like they've got top floor now and hatches open right over site into custom small room. It seems like one is in prison and one is holding B site.
Instinct does get picked off there very early in the round as he does go for the hatch or whatever he was doing and just get shot straight through the hallway, the halls. English, please. Legion is sat in the corner of customs, very common spot here. So if he does get pre-fired, he's gonna get killed, obviously. Freezer camping inside of passport here. He's gonna watch the east stairs, not let his team get flanked here, as he should be playing up there to be honest. But see how it works. Retro pushing the main stairs. He can get a double kill if he does move a bit faster. Doesn't want to make any noise. He just sees the legs of the Jackal. Jackal coming into 90 now. Does run the other way. Retro sees him but misses his shot and does get shot down to low HP. Retro runs away with his life, but Pans has been left on 25 HP here. He's given the comms that somebody is possibly playing main stairs. He's going to go for the track here.
Smoke is going to be pushed back further on stairs, still holding though, not giving up the angle. And Jackal pays for the push, the greed.
The plant was going down there for a second, but it was cancelled by Rolo here, as he knows somebody's close by. See the head there popping through, but just gets shot and gets taken down. That is the diffuser lost in objective. No hope here for him as he has to go for the frags here to win the round. 1 minute left on the clock. What can he do here? He's watching the hold on the ceiling of the objective. Not much you can do here. Replay inside the box in the office. Does get a little glitch there. Seems like the defending players are unaware that he's in the objective, but Retro does push down the main stairs and take out MRs. Seems like it's a backwards and forwards here. Very equal teams on both sides. Seems like one player is doing all the job though, which is Frizu, taking out those first picks, winning the rounds for his team yet again.
It seems like the round went really south with comms as Jackal just pushed around and didn't get support to push from 2 angles and therefore get a refrag if he died like he did. And it seems like they got second floor, but everything just fell under their feet when they pushed up. Smoke pushed upstairs, got one and traded. And Freeze, like normal, went out in front. So it seems like the round fell apart even when they had second floor. Something that would normally guarantee a win on this site.
Yeah, so we do see a Valkyrie being picked out for Mozzie here. Very good disguise, as it is more better than Valkyrie cams. I'm pretty sure everyone knows where a Valkyrie cam can be placed now, to be honest. But if that gets spotted, they do check the common spots and just pre-fire it, or if they see it, then they destroy it. But drones are more very deceiving, so you can't really tell if it's your teammate's one unless you see the lights, which are white, I'm pretty sure. So can be used against them in a lot of ways. As look, he does see one here, but doesn't go for the shot yet. Just gets it though. So that is one drone on the defense side here. Does see another one, but should be pre-placing them. But sorry about that. Reinforcement made on the CC wall here, which you possibly will put a rotation on the right side here. A bit more aggressive lineup here, as they do bring a lot more aggressive characters. So we're going to see how they're going to work here. As Legion is going to be picked yet again. See if he can make the difference here. If I was that Legion, he'd be putting his Legions down in common areas that can be planted, just to scare and spook them. We'll see what he can do right now. Jackal is going to peek the east stairs. Does get taken out by Frizu. What a kill there. This is his last pixel he's seen and just get the shot on him. Beautiful efforts here by Frizu. He's going to play aggressive and just get the kill somehow, but seems like Pans wasn't prepared for that peak.
So how do you think Frieza will play the rest of the round? He seems to be quite aggressive, and when it pushes over to attack, do you think the same aggression will be there? Just playing at unexpected angles and such?
It just seems like they're just not droning enough, to be honest. Like, they're just going in there, they're getting killed. Jackal did drone him, but he just did the most common thing, which Frieza did expect, and there's a hole being made there by Lucky on the bottom of the wall there. So he's going to be peeking that east stairs, but does get shot up there. Doesn't miss any of the shots. Instinct does take out Aesthetic. So, yeah, but anyway, back to Frizu. Very good player overall. Like, he's very, very good. And a lot of teams want him in their teams, but that made no sense. A lot of teams want this player in their team, so yeah, he's very good. He's known in the community of Phoenix League, and everyone knows to be watching out for this guy. He's very insane. And very spooky to be versing up against because he's very unpredictable. So Thermite is going to open up the archives wall here. It's going to start playing aggressive here. Try to get that fast plant as they know that both teams have lost one player and some of them are low HP on the defense. So Frizu is sneaking around here in the main hallway. He's going to push around the east stairs. He could go for the wall here as it has been opened. Let's see how he does this. Checking for any types of information can be used against him.
The diffuse is being planted at the moment. There's 3 seconds left and seems like it's going down. Thermal got to defuse it down, but he's getting shot in the back. He's dropped down to under 20 HP. Gets Mozzie in a re-peek. Now it's only Bandit left in armory lockers and he's pushing the door now. He's rotating around, it seems like, but will it work as there's a 2v1 to be left?
Ultimate on full HP here, as Instinct is pretty much a one-shot as he's sat inside a fountain. Rolo does get taken out by Ultimate. It's a 1v1 situation here as the diffuser has got limited time here. Instinct does see Ultimate. Don't know what was happening there. Should have been a pre-fire. But he did shoot on the side of the door, which is a common spot. Yeah, again, but he should have shot it on the other side. But that was a very fast-paced round there. They do get taken out pretty quick as soon as they're pushed into archives. MNK do clear out the defenders. Freezer does get taken out on the flank, so that was very unfortunate there, as he could have made the difference if we did survive. A sad face there out to Frizu on the chat, as he knows the difference that I made when he died.
It seems like they're quite equal, the teams. They're up 2-2, but this is quite a defense-sided map if you know how to play it right, especially up in Armory. But downstairs might be more tricky.
In my opinion, this map is just absolute trash. Ubi, please take it out of the map pool on Pro League 2. Actually, I don't even know if it is in Pro League, but it's in ESL. Not really a fair-sided map. It's always one-sided, like just on the defense mostly. But 75% of the time it is defense. The rest is just attack. It just depends on the roster that you have and the operators you have, like any other map, to be honest.
Yeah, the
But
layouts are important.
you just need to have the chemistry, to be honest. Like, it seems like both teams have got the chemistry, but they're lacking in some places, which is pretty much about refragging, to be honest. Like, not a lot of refragging is happening. It takes a lot of time to kill that one person, which happens near the end of the round pretty much all the time. But Freezer does go for the kills most of the time, so he doesn't really need refragging, as he is the one guy that should be roaming anyway. And the rest should be an objective, because he's just like 5 players that are in one, so he's really...
It is without doubt. But do you think there's a weak point in having one person on the frag, and that being the only person that you can support yourself on to frag? As in, when he dies, the chance of them winning just drops drastically.
Not really. I've seen previous teams that play one roamer and it works absolutely fine for them. They've won their matches. But like I said, it just matters on the team. Like, it just depends on how good each player is individually at their role. Example, Frizu is very powerful on the roam game, as you've seen on those previous rounds there. He didn't really need that much support, as he did all of it pretty much himself. Early pick here from Dingu, and takes out takes out Frieza as we're talking about him, and Dingy also takes out Lucky, which this is very unfortunate. It seems like it's going to go to a 3-2 here, but everyone pretty much on full HP. Legion and Jaeger have been taken out pretty early there, so that is 5 Legion mines taken out very quickly.
So what do you think about the droning of the attacking side, as Jackal Pans died quite a few times to Frieza, especially on the east stairs, while Thermite was still alive roaming around? Shouldn't he, as the Harbinger, just stay back and just sit on his drone for like the first few minutes of the round, then push in like the last minute and then plant, or then destroy the wall?
Like I said, it really just depends, to be honest. Like, if you lose that Thermite, as they don't have a Hibana, if you lose that Thermite early, then it's just all about getting in there very quickly and trying to take over the objective here. Pretty fast round yet again there, as it comes to a 3-2, as I said. Very unfortunate round there for NoLimit. Very, not really the best I've seen from them, but let's just hope they can bring this next round back, as that was a disappointing round from them there. But the droning is not really happening that much. It's only maybe one person, which is the Jackal most of the time. And he does go for the peak every single time, I'm pretty sure. So he needs to lay back a bit, have some support there, push him from a different direction, and basically sandwiching Frizu, if most likely it is him being drawn out, as they don't want to let him stay alive for pretty long. The Kavira is being brought in here from Frizu from Vigil, so we are going to see some interrogations hopefully from Frizu here, which most likely is going to happen because there's always one person just pushing him for some odd reason, and that's what's going to be the downfall for what's his name, MNK.
Right now we'll see Retro go around the places, or pre-place his mozzies. And he's placed all of them now, so we'll see if he catches anyone by surprise, as he hasn't done lately, as he just rushed around for the most. They're reinforcing hallway, at least Docker is reinforcing hallway now, into a site, just to cover a bit. And prison seems reinforced at the moment, and that's a double wall that's most commonly pushed when they've got thermite on the opposite side. Will bandit trick though is a question, as if they get second floor, they can just shoot down, take away the bandits, and then it's it's a free opening for thermite. But will they take second floor? Duck going in with an aggressive peek, not finding anyone and pushing back. Thermite peeking main door, but doesn't see anyone. Seems like Jackal will go for an aggressive rush into East Stairs like he did last time. But will he get punished or will he get the kill?
Freezer is getting shot up here from a pretty common pre-fire from the ventilations, but he's going to retreat into archives, letting his teammates know with the ping. But should he be using his comms mostly? The pings are not really that useful, as it can be a disturbance to somebody's visualization as they see that, and it could get in the way. But we do see Athletic playing the top floor here. He's going to pre-fire through the server wall or break room, and doesn't get anybody, but seems like they're playing very aggressive on CCTV. Are going to get the hatch yet again. Aesthetic does get taken out by Pans. So we do see somebody pushing into the office side, which Freezer does get spotted there as he is playing down below now. Pans getting a bit aggressive there as Freezer does come back to the objective. Just get taken out by Thermite. The wall has been open in the back there in customs. Instinct pushing here, does see the dock, letting his team know that they can't get it from above. Pans does take out Retro. 2 people left on NoLimit. 1 minute and 30 seconds after the clock. Instinct is going down for the plant here. What can Ultimate do here? Just see the IQ pick him off. Dingy's down for the count.
Both are stuck in prison at the moment, and seems like this is quite a cramped situation. Doc runs out for the peek. Peeks Thermite, misses the shots. Thermite lays back, and the same does Doc. Pan's coming for the kill, and the same does Thermite. We've got 2 people that were cramped into prison. It seems like the defenders played a little too defensive this round, as they didn't hold top floor long enough. And for this, both Doc and Bandit got pushed into prison and held there. And from there, it's basically an easy kill when it's 2v4.
Now, the biggest problem there was that Freezer retreated into the objective, which he should not have done. And this is the thing with Kavir. This is why she's not used in bomb situations like she used to be in what's it called, secure area. With secure area, there's only one objective, but with this, there's 2. So there's enemies everywhere. They're going to be pushing from both objectives, and this is why bomb is so competitive, because it splits up your team into 2 different locations. So he did not know what was happening, and neither did his teammates. No comms were going off that wall was open, and he could have flanked him from the skylight side, but he did get taken out pretty quickly there. Thermite did see him and drop him like a fly. But he didn't get a single interrogation there, or a single shot into anybody, I'm pretty sure, that whole round. So very unfortunate there by Freezer. He's lacking a bit of motivation right now, it seems. Pretty let down by his team, as they can't even give him the information that he possibly needs to be able to roam, but it seems like he has to play objective now, most likely. So but he is switched up here on the attacking side, and the defender role spots have switched. Let's see if they can make the difference on the attacking side, as they are losing 4-2 right now. But we'll see how MNK can do on defense.
We will. Seems like Freezer's going for an aggressive character again. He's roaming around with Ash this time. Probably going for the frags, I would guess. They also have a Jackal on their team, so we will see if he does a good job taking out the roamers. And this time it seems like it will be Jaeger roaming.
We do see a very nice Maestro cam there by Instinct on the top of the draw inside of Archives, so that is a very nice spot, but it can be still taken out by the Ash. So let's just hope you can take that out. Possibly taken out by the Twitch run, but I think it might be a bit high, so that's why that spot is very overpowered. Seems like it's going to be a CC push here, as Freezer might be doing his own thing here on East Stairs. They're very aggressive and try to push into office. To see the walls are reinforced, so he's going to let his team know about that. Might be getting his team to push over there, to be honest, but I'm going to go for the CC and get the armory wall open as fast as they can, as they have lost about 40 seconds left. 40 seconds on the clock there has been taken out, and still nothing much is happening. Freeze is
Seems
still
like no one has pushed in yet either.
yeah,
They're still outside the building, just peeking around.
being a bit passive. As there's a very aggressive hold being held in officers. They do have a rotation there. It's a very strange and uncommon one there. Just go for the pre-fire on East. Freezer just get taken out by Rolo. What just happened? Freezu already out and down for the count as it's left up to his rest of his team there. In a 4v5 and 1 minute 35 seconds left. Doc does see the retro. Does see somebody inside of break room there. Does take him out. Retro has been also dropped there. It's 3v5. 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock. Everyone full HP on defense. The attacking side has taken a bit of damage there. They lost two of their pretty much best players. It's going to be left up to the support players here. Pants does take out ultimate. And Dingy also takes out a Sezic. So, one person left, Lucky. Just misses the shot and doesn't see him, but... Oh, he does see him there, just misses. Lucky, very unfortunate position right now. I'm going to have to predict this round, as it might be a loss. Just see the Doc jumping out there. Yeah, again, Rolo does jump back in, but Ultimate does get Lucky does get fragged on Dingy right there. Very, very unfortunate round here, as it seems that MNK are going to be strong on both sides, the attack and defense. Will they be doing this sort of... let's just say they're going to do this good the rest of the rounds, which is 2 more rounds left until the win, but a lot of talk going on from both teams, and they were saying that they are going to be very good throughout the league and make it to the finals, but just very unfortunate, as I do favour Freezu from NoLimit, and he's not doing as good as he can here, as it might be the downfall of his team and the lack of communications which might be causing this. But he does get taken out from a pre-fire, so nothing could have been done there. More of expectance, to be honest, game sense. It's a very common run out to do in a very competitive scene, so that's on him. But he couldn't do much there, as he was by himself pushing. But it seems like the rest of the team just didn't have the motivation to get that wall open and start pushing in, but they do get taken out very quickly. So a very unfortunate round there.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Well, how do you reckon the castle setup will be this time with Dingy placing the castles?
It is in the same objective, which NoLimit did choose, and they are going to bring the castle. So it's just all about where you place them, to be honest. Like we just seen earlier when NoLimit were using it, they didn't put them in the right places, and that caused them their own. So, oh yeah, we do see the armory locker door here is going to be barricaded by the castle. So that is a very strong one there. He's probably seen this previously versus my team. So we're going to see how this is going to work for him. But he does castle off the archive window, which is not useful whatsoever. He should be getting those archives and main lobby door downstairs. But it seems like everyone's just upstairs doing their thing here. 4 roamers. Expecting a spawn pick here from Freezu from box. So
4 people upstairs, that means there's someone downstairs. Isn't that quite bad when there's 2 sides to hold? Or do you think they can hold everything from upstairs?
with the holds they make, this could be a very strong hold above, as long as they can get the right angles on the right spots where the plant can be placed. But in the past, I've seen Instinct, and he's very strong by himself in the objective, so we're going to be able to see if he can hold this, as he has made the hold at the bottom of the ventilation wall there into server room, so you can't see anyone planning behind the desk, and so can the guys above see across to the other side. No rotation into bathroom, and no castle yet again on that bathroom door from these guys, so we're going to see how Smoke can hold by himself. It's very strong to hold above with multiplayer, as I did say previously. The more roamers you have, the more scary it is for the attackers. As long as they know that there's nobody in objectives, they know they have to take out those roamers because they have the angle on top, which on this map is very common. So we're going to see how they play this. I want to see this, how it's going to go. As Nomad does push in, and Rolo does take out Retro. Very unfortunate there. Instinct does take him out. Just get taken on to 5 HP, 50% HP. Both hatches have been open and being played on, so we'll see how this is working.
Up in the archives, the window seems to be taken by Sledge. So the castle didn't matter much as it just got one hit out. And so an aggressive peek from top, but it doesn't get the kill. They're both playing against each other on ventilation. Oh, up in Archives window. It seems like Sledge is playing a bit defensive and is scared of a window peek from Armory.
A bit too much leaning happened there from Ultimate. Did cause his aim to slide off with the head of Doc there, as he was getting peeked from the castle in Sandwich. Just got taken up by the impact grenade. Very nice throw there by Dingy. Still watching the angles above here. There's still 4 of them playing above, which I really want to see how this is working. Smoke is getting pushed into, get taken up by IQ. They have control of the objective. They have to go for the plan. Pans does take out Aesthetic. Freezer does take out Dingy. Imoz takes out Lucky. This is backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Freezer just gets shot from behind. Just walk away slowly, but gets taken out from behind. Very fast round there. Imoz takes out Freezu and gets that round for his team. 6-2. Oh, he gets hit by the Nomad on the last second. Unfortunate for Freezu there. He could have survived a bit longer. But 6-2 on the board there, guys. It seems like very wasn't as close as I thought it was going to be. Very surprised there by MNK, which are pretty much new to the league, so I haven't seen them play before here, guys. But they've just pulled out a clown out of a box, literally.
They have, without a doubt, and the performance is quite high, and it's quite split out on the team. As you can see, they've got 3 people split out on 7 kills, so everyone's doing a bit of fragging, and not everything is let out to one person, as Freezer has to drag everyone up by doubling their kills. And that can be hard, especially when the info isn't on top.
We do see Aesthetic playing on the bottom frag of his team here. 0 and 6. Very unfortunate for the NoLimit side here. But as long as he can give those comms and give anything he can and contribute to his team and not just make it seem like he's just there to give them the loss and make them lose for absolute no reason, which he could be improvising on that comms and thinking about what he can do to make it a bit easy for his team to win at least another round or so. To give them a chance to catch up here, but it seems like it's going to be a very unfortunate loss here for NoLimit, as they have been taken out multiple rounds in a row, so just have to see how it pulls through here. And they are going to be playing inside of the bathroom in Tellers, so very easy objective to push, if I have to say. Very small and hard to defend, so I'm going to see how the NoLimit can push this.
Seems like they're playing second floor like last time, having quite a few people upstairs.
Seems like the whole team is upstairs yet again, but Instinct is going to play downstairs in server room and workshop, so nobody's defending the objective, so they're going to use all the holes they can upstairs yet again. Do make the hatch open up there so he can drop down. It seems like server is going to be pushed very hard here to take out the robots from above. They know that the previous rounds did happen like that, so they need to get those guys rid of. It's going to be very hard for them. They're going to have to use their drones a lot more here, which they are being used, but only one of them. So it's going to be very hard for them to push here. Instinct is still playing inside a workshop, so he's pretty chilled, if I have to say. He's just chilling inside down here. He's letting his team do all the work above. When it comes down to his chance, he can make the difference, hopefully. Pan's just literally inches away from his death there, but just survive. His pre-fight through the server wall there. Pan just takes some damage.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Seems like the diffuser has been dropped there, and Rolo does take out Retro, so it seems like it just seems like they're gonna lose this, to be honest. Like, I just don't see what's happening. No comms are going off here from the attackers. It seems like a pre-fire going there, but gets taken out by Rolo. Very good Jaeger players on both teams here, but it's unfortunate here. Freezu has to do everything pretty much by himself here. Hopefully he's getting all the comms he can. Holds the pixel here. Does see the mute, but takes out Pans. Emos takes out Lucky. Freezu just pushing there. Doesn't take out the Mozzie though. What? Mozzie's left on the down, but doesn't get killed. Dingy does take out Sesek. That is the GG there for MNK. Very unfortunate loss, like I said. Very, very unfortunate. Goes for the drop shot there and the hip fire, so nothing much that IQ could do there. Wow. Very, very unfortunate. Like I said, Frizu under my eyes, under my wings, and it seems like he's just been let down by his team. It seems so very spread out there, as we do see the kills being spread out on MNK. So very good team there overall. So what did you think about that game, MLG? Do you think any of the teams could really have done better there, and what could they have improved on?
I feel like Freezer and his team didn't communicate too much, and it seemed like Freezer was left to do most of the work, and especially in the fragging role. And by not having drones on his side or communication at the top, at least so it seems, it quite literally fucked him up, as he didn't know where people were and got taken out from his back quite a few times. Especially now, in the end, when he saw um, was it Maestro pushing from the back and he didn't get Mozzie as he downed him. So if he had someone to cover his back or someone to hold a drone or something like that, it might have been easier. So I think Freezer's team might have needed some more comms and some more team play, but I think MNK did quite well and split out their frags like quite cleanly overboard, as two people had 8 kills, one with 7 or 2, and then the rest with 6. So did quite well in my opinion, and you could see that their communication was more on top, especially with that Doc run out and spray it on his stairs. So I'll say quite well done to MNK, and Freeze and his team just needs to work a bit on communication overall. But except for that, it seems like they've done it quite well. What do you think, though?
Pretty much what you said, to be honest. Like, just the comms were just not there at all. It just seems like Freezy was pretty much doing the most of the work. We can't really say much as we don't hear the comms, but it just seemed like nothing was much being done by the rest of the team except for Freezy playing that wrong game on the defense side and did pick up most of the kills there. But as soon as it came to attack, like I said, defense friendly mostly. But yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Like I said, just get taken out by very nosy spots, if I had to say, by that duck jumping out of the office and taking him through the east stairs. But they are still inside of the league and they haven't been eliminated. Still one more try, if you have to say, against another team that's also been defeated. But yeah, guys, that is the end of this game. Thank you for joining the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And hope to see you guys next game, which is tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, see ya.